Most people think a health savings account is just a place to stash money for doctor visits. But what if it's actually one of the most powerful wealth-building tools ever created? We're talking about a triple tax advantage that even a Roth IRA can't touch, and almost nobody is using it the way they should. Here's the setup. If you're enrolled in a high-deductible health plan, you qualify for an HSA, and the IRS essentially handed you a cheat code that most Americans walk right past. You get a tax deduction going in, tax-free growth on the inside, and tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses on the way out. Now let's be honest. When most people hear health savings account, their eyes glaze over faster than a donut at a budget meeting. But stick with us, because the real strategy here has nothing to do with reimbursing yourself for cold medicine at CVS. The secret move, the one almost nobody talks about, is that you are not required to reimburse yourself in the same year you have the medical expense. That means you can pay your medical bills out of pocket today, invest your HSA dollars into the market, let them compound for years, and then reimburse yourself whenever you feel like it, even decades later. One client used exactly this strategy, paying out of pocket for years, while her HSA quietly grew in the background, invested and untouched. Then one day she pulled out her stack of stored receipts and reimbursed herself with fully compounded, completely tax-free dollars, which she used to fund a world cruise. Let that land for a second. A world cruise, funded by tax-free money that was technically already owed to her from medical expenses years ago. There is no contribution limit trick, no income phase out, no loophole that expires next quarter, just a rule sitting right there in the tax code waiting for someone to use it. Now here's where the behavioral economics get interesting, because most people can't resist the urge to dip into the HSA the moment a copay shows up. We are psychologically wired to match resources to immediate problems, which is exactly why this strategy works so well for the disciplined few who resist that impulse. Historically, accounts like the 401k and the Roth IRA took decades before the average American started using them strategically rather than reactively, and the HSA is sitting in that same early adopter window right now. The misconception most people carry is that HSA money has to be spent on healthcare, when the truth is it just has to be reimbursing a qualified expense, and there's no deadline on that reimbursement. Think of every receipt you save as a future tax-free coupon with a compounding bonus attached. And unlike a coupon that expires, this one gets more valuable the longer you hold it. A single medical receipt saved today could be reimbursed in 20 years with dollars that have doubled or tripled inside the account. The practical playbook is straightforward. Open an HSA-eligible investment account, max out your contributions every year, invest in low-cost index funds, and build a digital or physical folder of every qualified medical receipt you ever generate. 2025 contribution limits are $1,600 for individuals and $8,300 for families. So there is real money at stake here annually. The discipline required isn't complicated, it's just uncomfortable. Because you have to train yourself to ignore short-term relief in exchange for long-term leverage. Position sizing matters too, because using this strategy without simultaneously having a solid emergency fund means you're one bad month away from being forced to liquidate those beautifully compounding HSA dollars before their time. The irony of all ironies is that the account literally named after healthcare is one of the best retirement and wealth building tools in existence, and the IRS left it wide open. We're not talking about some exotic tax shelter that requires a team of attorneys. We're talking about a standard account offered through most major brokerages and even many employers. Zoom out and you see this fits a pattern. Every generation discovers a tax advantage late, overcrowds it, and then watches Congress quietly adjust the rules, so the window for using this strategy at its current power level is open but not guaranteed forever. The community of financial independence and FIRE movement followers have been quietly evangelizing this for over a decade, while the mainstream still thinks HSAs are just for flu shots. At the end of the day, what separates the people who build real wealth from those who stay stuck isn't intelligence or income. It's consistency, sizing, and the discipline to play the long game, even when short-term relief is sitting right there calling your name. Prepare your receipts, invest the balance, and let time do the heavy lifting. Whether you're ready to take control of your financial strategy, invest in real estate, tackle a contracting project, or find the right lender to make your next move. We can help you get started, so check out our links in the description below.